Senator Paul, your father, we still have our senators in Washington, I believe. Your father was well known in New Hampshire and the early state senator. He campaigned quite a bit in New Hampshire. In fact, last time, I believe he came in second to Mitt Romney. Libertarian, contrarian, some would call your dad. How do you define your political philosophy and what drives you as a senator and a possible president?
Well, you know, I'm a constitutional conservative. I believe the government ought to leave the individual alone for the most part. I think the states ought to be left alone. I think really the only powers given to government were enumerated in the Constitution, and all the rest of the rights are left to the people. I think that war should be seen as the last resort, not the first resort. That's what Reagan believed. Reagan is seen as a great president who defended this country. I'll do whatever it takes to defend the country, but I'm not eager for war. And I will always look very judiciously and in a very personal way as to whether we go to war. I know a young man who lost both arms and a leg, and I don't think we should just go to war as if it were a game of risk. I'll look at war as something that we have to do on occasion, but what I would say is that it shouldn't be the first resort. It should always be the last resort.
And Senator, before we let you go, we're actually going to give you 30 seconds now for anything you want to say to the voters in New Hampshire, Iowa, South Carolina, and our national audience.
Well, I'm a different kind of Republican. I think we need a new GOP. I'm a Republican who actually is leading Hillary Clinton in 5 states won by President Obama. Why? Because I have been going places Republicans haven't been in years. I've been to Detroit, Chicago, Philadelphia, Ferguson, with a message that liberty, low taxes will help poverty, will help joblessness, and that a low tax, a low flat rate will bring jobs back, and that if we get rid of the regulations, America will be great again. And I think this message is resonating. I've also been for criminal justice reform. I think we've locked up way too many poor kids, and what we need to do is have justice where everybody's treated the same under the law. And I think if we did that, we'll win the independent vote again and win. I'm the only Republican leading Hillary Clinton in Pennsylvania, and it's because I am different. So I embrace the fact that I'm different than the other candidates, but we haven't been winning. And if we try the same thing over again, we're not going to win. So I am one who will put forward a plan and a message that is distinct.
Thank you, Senator.